Now, United Arab Emirates President Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan's surprise India trip seemed to have a ripple effect on South Asian geopolitical equations, bringing an indirect setback for Pakistan. Soon after Sheikh Nahyan's 3-hour visit, Abu Dhabi scrapped its plan to operate Islamabad International Airport, an agreement in talks since August 2025. The development was confirmed by Pakistani publication, which reported that the plan was shelved after the UAE lost interest in the project and failed to name a local partner to outsource operations. The Pakistani media report did not link the collapse of the deal to any political motivations, but it comes amid a growing rift between UAE and Saudi Arabia. Once the closest of Gulf allies, Riyadh and Abu Dhabi are locked in an unusual public confrontation over support to rival groups in Yemen. While Islamabad inked a defense deal with Riyadh and wants to form what is being described as an Islamic NATO with Saudi Arabia and Turkey, the UAE has signed new defense deals with India. Aditya Vadhavan is joining me. Aditya, what more can you tell us?
Well, Vishali, if we go into the history of the Pakistan-UAE ties, nearly 4 decades ago, the UAE had remained one of the Pakistan's largest trading partners and a key source of remittances, with thousands of Pakistanis working in various sectors. A recent report has said that poor governance and mismanagement due to political interference are leading to huge losses in Pakistan's state-owned enterprises, after which they are put up for distress sale at throwaway prices. Islamabad last year privatized its Pakistan-International Airlines. Despite the UAE's experience in managing airports in challenging environments, including Afghanistan, its move to step away from Islamabad Airport underscores a clear erosion of confidence. It clearly, Pakistan is at back foot, already. Pakistan is also on the verge of getting in the grey list of the Financial Action Task Force for, supporting terrorism. And definitely, there is a huge network of cryptocurrency, that is arising in Pakistan, which the Pakistani establishment is using to fund terrorism and terror camps across Pakistan. So indeed, Vaishali, it is a huge loss for Pakistan, and definitely the cash-strapped country known as Pakistan is completely on the back foot at this juncture.
Aditya, the very much talked about visit of Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed to India, that NewsX, of course, gave its viewers a minute-by-minute coverage of. I want to ask you that, tell us about the surprise 3-hour visit to India. Take our viewers through that, and who did he meet and what were the key takeaways?
Well, absolutely. Indeed, that visit of the UAE with Sheikh Al Nahyan definitely was a very, very significant visit to India, and definitely, he met Prime Minister Narendra Modi during his visit to New Delhi, and definitely this was UAE President's sudden visit to India, which reveals about regional strategic trust. There's a large Indian diaspora, that is living in the United Arab Emirates, which, make India and UAE natural partners. Definitely, compressed engagements like this are relatively rare in diplomacy, particularly when accompanied by a high-level delegation that included senior ministers and members of the Abu Dhabi and Dubai royal families. The significance of this visit lay precisely.
I'll have to interrupt you, Aditya. I have our guest, Major General A.K. Sivach, defense expert, joining me on the broadcast. Major General A.K. Sivach, want to begin by Republic Day greetings to you. And the question that I want to ask you is it a coincidence that Abu Dhabi shelved a major Pakistan project just days after its president's surprise visit to India?
So, Vaishali, it is surprised because it was to happen. The relationship between India and UAE gone to a very high level. We are now a strategic partner. A trade between UAE is about $100 billion we want to increase by $200 million in another 3-4 years. And the type of relation we have now with UAE, not to the liking of Pakistan anyway. If the point is Pakistan, those trying to become closer to Saudi Arabia, sign a defense pact, and Turkey is also likely to. That's a matter of concern. So you can understand that if Saudi Arabia is not the rest of it, that's the opposite side. But all that is now, as far as UAE is concerned, you will find that it's doing tremendously. We already have a very good, but we now more costly and this and you will find that the relationship between you will not their liking. Oh, NPJ gone back, they have held sort of investment with them. It's a good advantage. And remember that is very open-minded. We have a very good relationship with Saudi. We have good relations with Iran. We have good relations with UAE. We have good relations with Israel. For India is concerned, we consider as our immediate, and that's how we are considered. But Pakistan is one country who wants to make use of a Muslim card. It considers that they are only with the nuclear weapon, and they have signed a defense pact with Saudi Arabia, and now also Turkey joined. So therefore, there is a certain effect taking in Middle East, and that's why the UAE is trying to come very close to India, and our relations are going to grow tremendously. As it is, we is the third largest trading partner, $100 billion like increase. Another very important is 30%, more than that, population in UAE, Indian people who are working there. So overall, huge concern. But one thing is that the relationship UAE and Pakistan, you will see that they will be further down in time to come.
Major General A.K. Sivaj, thank you so much.